Yo guys, what is happening today? I am bringing you another Prismatic Hunter build revolving around the Mask of Bakaris, where you are using a stasis super. You can use an arc one if you want, but I'm using stasis. And you have a light shift dodge, which then buffs your stasis and arc weapons, but we are using the Prismatic blade today, so we're not really getting that part, but the final part where final blows will refund class ability. With this build, we are getting it back in 2 kills. So it's 2 red bars, which literally you can kill with 1 hit of the Prismatic blade. And then you've got your class ability back to do it again, and it goes up to ×3. So the main stats you are going for are at least 80 in the class, because then you get it back in 2. If you go below 80, it's taking you 3 kills. So aim for that. And then your weapons stats, so the Prismatic blade does a bit more damage as well. And then I've just gone for super stat because that's mainly what you're going to be using anyway, along with your Prismatic blade. So getting into the actual class itself, we've gone silent and squall for that stasis super, and also when we're using the Prismatic blade, it slows targets, so you can stun overloads as well when you slow targets, but it's a good damage super as well. We've gone for Withering Blade. Melee really doesn't matter because you're using the Prismatic blade that much. You will never use your melee unless you happen to pull out your other weapons. And then I've gone for the Swarm Grenade, so it does a little bit of Scorch, and depending on how many of them hit, you can, I think, possibly stun Unstoppables as well, which is always what we want. And then for the aspects, I've gone Threaded Spectre and Winter Shroud. Threaded Spectre just to leave the clones everywhere, so you're easier to kill everyone because they're not focusing on you, they're focusing on the clones instead. And then Winter Shroud to just slow everything around you, and then once you use it again, you freeze everything. Fragments, Protection, just to obviously give you that extra damage resistance. Purpose, to give you frost armor whenever you pick up a Orb of Power, even more damage resistance. Facet of Purpose, Courage I've gone for the extra grenade stat, but it does help slightly if you're trying to use that Scorch Grenade whenever everything's frozen. Facet of Blessing to get the melee final blows. It doesn't work quite as well with the Prismatic blade, but if you do need a little bit of a boost to your health, you can just throw out a couple of Withering Blades against red bars, and hopefully you should get a bit of health regen. And then finally on the Facet of Ruin to help out with that Solar Ignition for the Scorch Grenade, and then also a little bit of shatter damage when you do freeze everything, because you're dodging everywhere and slowing everything, then freezing everything. So that is the build. These are the mods that I am rocking at the moment. Feel free to copy or change however you fancy. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I am going into a Grandmaster Lawless Frontier mission. Hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, smack that like button, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
Start with an easy one. Waypointing now. Target asset identified. Go sabotage it. Keep your enemies away from that cache. Just wait till we find Bale again. We'll hit him where it hurts.
The lower back.
No.
The knees.
Not where it hurts for you, dingbat. That's a resource in our back pocket. A collective pocket, not your wallet. ship's on its way. Guess what? I'm driving. Luck has arrived. Yeah, those metal seats a hell